Good song. All right, so those of you that are, do you want to use that? Oh, yeah. Those of you that are on Zoom, we are going to be starting our day today in Command, going after campaigns and smart plans, okay? Kendrick, our new MCTT, our Market Center Tech Trainer, is going to be taking us through campaigns. And he'll talk about custom tags, which we've kind of already discussed the other day of why custom tags are important. He'll talk us through smart plans. He'll go through those specific trainings. Then I'll take back over for a little bit. I'll show you some different campaigns that I have done. One that's running right now, just so you have an idea of what they look like, what they're doing if you haven't done one yet. Because you have both a social campaign and you have your mailer campaigns. So we're going to go through both. We're going to go through the social aspect. And if there's enough time today, I will take us through the postcard one again. I know we've done it once. I know we've figured out how to farm people's addresses, but I'm also going to show you in the system how to do it as well. Does that sound like a plan? All right. So Kendrick, I'm turning it over to you.
Does everyone's Facebook is relinked?
Should be. If not, we're going to show them.
All right.
But turn on your camera so they can see you speaking. I want to make sure they can hear you too, because you're far away from the speaker.
Alrighty.
Hold on, I got to figure out how to lower mine.
All right, before we start, let's just make sure. Hello? Hello.
Can't hear you. I see your lips moving, but can't hear you.
Give us 1 second online.
Okay.
Try and speak now.
Hello? Hello?
There's going to be an echo because
Yeah, there's an echo, but we hear him.
you're going to have to disconnect. That's coming out here. And the funny thing is, it's muted. Like legit, mute it. It is muted. All right, you're going to jump over in here then. Do you want to just talk and I'll click for you? Will that be easier? No, moving. Oh yeah, I can get some other things done.
I have to share the screen from here.
Yep.
Angle's right. All right, so now can everyone hear me then?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Thank you. So my name's Kendrick. I'm the tech driver here, tech trainer. So if you ever need anything, feel free to ask me anytime. You can text me at any time. You may not get a response till 9 o'clock the next morning, but you can always text. Alrighty, so before we get started, I just want to make sure that everyone's Facebook page is linked or authorized to do Facebook ads. So this drop-down box next to your name under settings. Can I what? Oh. So under settings here, it's the second Facebook that says Ad Manager. You click Add, and just make sure that you're the person here. Does everyone have their Facebook Ad Manager connected?
You don't have a Facebook business page.
You can't do it.
So if you don't have that
anyone
option,
online,
that is a separate individual thing. Agent. You need to go on Facebook, create Facebook business page, and it'll take you through the steps to how to create. Very simple. Okay.
You have to go to Facebook.
Yep.
Alrighty. Just wanted to make sure that was done before we got started. So what I'm going to teach first is I'm going to do campaigns first. I guess I should do smart plans first. So smart plans allows you to automate what you want done, whatever process is. So we're going to do a Facebook ad today. So when you go under smart plan, it's the fourth one down on the left. It'll bring you to this screen. On this screen, where it says smart plans in bold right here. Is everyone there? Here in this room? Okay. It says library. And that's where you will find already created smart plans. You don't have to go and sit there and figure it out on your own. So these are, for the most part, they're free. I haven't seen any that charge. And it's as easy as clicking in the search box, typing what kind of smart plan you want. For this example, we're going to do Facebook. You'll notice there's 406 options. You'll also notice that there's a star ranking. And you'll also notice that next to the star ranking, it says how many other agents are also using the smart plan. Before you add the smart plan to your personal library, you can actually click view steps. And if you just hover over, so you'll see step 1 is send a text message. So it's a Facebook campaign, smart plan. So for the campaign, when you get a lead and you assign them to the smart plan, the first thing is they're gonna get a message saying, aloha, Kendrick Andujar, thank you for clicking on my recent post. You'll be able to customize that later, but you'll see that it'll wait a day and then it'll send them an email. It'll wait a day, then prompt you to call them. It'll wait 2 days, send another text message. It'll wait another 2 days, send another text message, 1 day text, 1 day email, okay? But the text and the emails are automatic. So you don't have to, once you set it up, it's the beauty of it all. Once you set it up, it does it all by itself. The day that it tells you to call them, it'll become a task. When you first log in, it says tasks, and command will remind you, hey, today you were scheduled to call so-and-so about such and such.
Okay. Is that something about smart plans? Can everyone online hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are third parties that, over that, Brandon. There are third parties, CRMs that you can download smart plans to. Okay, Boomtown is one of them. If you haven't heard of Boomtown, a lot of people use Boomtown as a CRM. But let me tell you how much their smart plans cost you.
Oh my gosh.
They start out at $500.
Mm-hmm.
They go up to $1,000. So you have access to over 500 smart plans for free. These are smart plans that KWRI have developed, but more importantly, there are smart plans in here from top agents that use them that get the traction and results. So if you spend time, like Kendrick stated, go through and see how many agents are using them, go through and see how many people have rated them. I'll give you an author that I really like. Nick Baldwin is a fantastic guy with
Write it down.
and smart plans. So if you go into Smart Plan and search Nick Baldwin, all of his smart plans are going to come up. He used to be one of the regional tech trainers. He now has his own company with Kellers to train around command. Fantastic guy that uses command at a very high level that drives amazing results.
What was his name again?
Nick Baldwin.
Drop it in the chat.
I'll put it in the chat.
Baldwin, right?
It'll also be in the chat for everyone else, okay?
There you go.
So you'll simply just click Add Smart Plan. You can customize this it just depends on how you do your, like, I want to say bookkeeping, like, or your like organization. If I'm going to do this Smart Plan is going to be for a specific campaign that I'm going to run for a new listing. So I will like to name it the address of the house and just make sure it says Facebook paid ad. But that's just me, okay? Was that too many characters or something?
Which smart plan did you choose? Is that one?
Sorry. Yes, we're doing a Facebook paid ad lead follow-up. We're doing a Facebook paid ad, so this is the one I'm choosing. Is it because you already have it?
Probably.
Okay. Where's that? If you change the text, it's not. Once you add it, it should be under My Smart Plans. Is everyone there?
So what are we naming?
Anything you want.
Anything you want. For now, you don't even have to change it. You can just keep it there. The beauty is that look how Ron already has it. So once you set this thing up once, you can always go back and edit and change any type of specific information that you don't like or that's relevant to you.
Where did it go? Your own library?
Yeah, next to the library, to the left of it, it says My Smart Plans. So those are yours. But you'll have a smart plan for whatever reason. You'll have a smart plan just to remind people that it's their birthday. You'll have a smart plan. There's smart plans to remind people that it's their home anniversary. And they'll feel a little good about you as an agent, that you cared and you remember. You really don't remember, but you had a smart plan. I remind you, okay? So Ron told me that you did custom tags before. So this here is where you will add a previously created custom tag. Okay. Under, okay, so I'm sorry. I probably am going too slow. Thank you for slowing me down. Once you enter that smart plan and you click the little, let me go back. I'm sorry. Did I not show everyone that? I'm speaking and moving on my own pace. Thank you. I'm under my own smart plans.
So the one that we added, you want to go there.
To go there and pull it up. So here it is, right? Under actions, does everyone see that the middle choice icon says edit? It's a pencil. Well, that's what we're gonna click. And it should bring you up to this page here when it loads. Is everyone here? Okay, cool. Again, you can edit the name, add trigger event. When you run a Facebook ad campaign, at the end, you can automatically have them associated with a tag. Once they have that tag, this smart plan is gonna say, oh, someone new came in with that very specific tag you created for them. And it's gonna automatically add them to this smart plan. I have a house that I'm selling a 1, 2, 3, I'm running a for sale campaign. Once someone on Facebook clicks on my ad and I have their information, it's going to be automatically added to my command with a Facebook ad from EHT. This smart plan is going to have a trigger that's going to look for whoever's added to that tag recently. And it's going to automatically add them to the smart plan. And therefore, it will start with step 1, which is what? What is step 1 on here? It's sending them a text message. So automatically, when I got a Facebook lead, they're already going to get a text, and I had nothing to, I didn't do anything. Matter of fact, they did it. They added themselves into my smart plan.
So how do you know? How do you know that information that someone clicked in?
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause you.
Okay. This little notification will let you know too, right here, that you got a new lead. Gotcha. So this one says Aloha in Maui because the person who created it lives there. So you really do not want to download someone's smart plan and just automatically assume that it's already all perfect. We all live in different states and different areas. So you do just want to go and customize this. When you do a customize, this guy has like emojis, which is beautiful. I'm just going to say hello. Notice that in these brackets, it says contact first name and contact last name. That is because it'll automatically pull that person's name and add them to that section. So it'll say, hey, first and last name. Thank you for clicking on my recent Facebook post. This is agent first name and last name is Kendrick Andujar. And if I had a team, it'll be rockstars.com realty. And you wouldn't put on Maui. You put at KW Atlantic Shore. And it continues to say a couple things. You can add links to this, but whatever it is, it's gonna be the first thing that they receive. Gonna wait a day. It's gonna then send them this email. Again, you wanna go back in and customize this whole process here. It's gonna wait a day. It's gonna send them a call. At the end of the day, this is what you're telling Command to do on your behalf. How do you customize this if you do not like the process that someone else has already established within this smart plan? On the right, it says actions. Does everyone see that? So if at the very end of this, I wanted to add, I felt like it wasn't enough. And I wanted to remind myself to call them. This is due in 2 days. Task name, make sure to contact lead. And some people even take the scripts, if you're doing script practice, and they add it onto this. So when they get that reminder, it already kind of tells you or gives you an idea of what you're supposed to say for that person. And then you just save that. And now you'll have it forever. All changes to your smart plans have been saved. Feel like I went a little quick, so I'm just gonna pause and say, do you have any questions?
I'm gonna have you open one of my smart plans.
Okay. I'll do that.
Hey, I have a question. This is Mihaela.
Okay.
So do I go myself in here and add my name, or the smart plan is adding my name as an agent there? When the text message is sent back to the client or whoever click on my my ad.
So those little links, open the first one, the case score one. I'll give her
like the brackets. Do I have to put my name in the brackets?
Oh, that
myself
from the lead or from you. So if it says agent name, it's going to pull your name. If it says lead name or contact name, it's going to pull that lead or contact.
Okay, so the computer pulls my name and their name, not myself. I don't have to personally get in there and put my name, right?
No.
These are automatic links that get pulled. So if someone puts a fake name as a lead, they're going to get a fake name in their text.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you should point out if you don't have Twilio and you have something set up with the text message, it'll stop the smart plan when it gets to that.
It'll make you text them.
Yeah, I have a question. Mine says to set up a Twilio account, not connected. So I have to do that first, right?
Yes, please set that up and
Okay.
set the Facebook thing up and everything. But yeah, you want to set that up so that you can take advantage of this automation.
And I subscribe in KW Marketplace, so I'll just click that and set it all up that way.
Set up Twilio
Twilio's, yeah, right.
under settings or through the marketplace.
It's either one.
Either one. When
Okay. Thank you.
This you can customize the smart plan and remove the text messages.
Correct.
So she had a great question, and I'm so sorry, I did not even think about covering it because I didn't prepare for this part. But this functionality here that says contact name, and it's gonna pop up as their name. I didn't even show you how to add that yourself.
Number one. right?
Yeah, well, in any of them.
Okay, because reply to, it has our personal information.
Yeah.
So will we be receiving an email or a text? That's what I'm.
Well, if it says SMS, it's a text.
Uh-huh.
If it says email, it's going to be an email.
So when
Don't
it's-
add a trigger event. This is a live smart plan.
So when it's a text, you have to sign up with Twilio?
Yeah, Twilio will send them the text.
Twilio is automatic. I think we went over this day one. Twilio is automatic text messaging on your behalf.
And it costs money.
Yeah, but they can cost $3.10 a month.
Right.
Before I get off of this, I just want to make sure that I cover this. If I added this step, send a text message, here to the right, there's like a little F. And that's where you pull the person's name. So if my text message is, hello, good morning, my name is blank, I would say agent first name so that my name will automatically pop up. I'm just reaching out to congratulate you on your home anniversary. I will click this button here and it'll automatically pull that information. Does that make sense?
Make sure if you're using that, if your contact does not have a home anniversary, do not put them on a home anniversary smart plan because it's not consent. It's not gonna work the way you want it to.
Alrighty. We're just gonna move on if no one else has any questions. Cool. I hope I clicked and save. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'll find out in a minute.
Okay.
Can you go back to the screen? I just want to show them a couple other things in Smart Plan. I'm going to sneak over first. All right, so in Smart Plans, just FYI, I put Kendrick on the spot this morning to teach us. He didn't know he was doing it. So he's not done yet, but I want to go over a few things just so that you know. So Smart Plan System gives you an overview specifically of what you currently have running, okay? Yep, we're gonna just go to this page. You don't have to really do anything, you can just watch, all right? So right now, I can tell a couple things from this screen in my Smart Plans. I can see how long the duration is of any Smart Plan, how many total touches I'm going to have with any Smart Plan, and I can see how many people are currently on that Smart Plan, okay? So Smart Plans will tell you how many people are on here just by seeing right here, and I can see those specifics. So this Smart Plan right now is an active campaign, so we're gonna show that in a little bit. That's why I didn't want him to play around with that specific one because there are leads in there right now. This is about, I created a campaign to grow my downline to get new agents to come to Keller Williams. So right now I have 4 people that I'm speaking to come and join us, all right? We just launched K-Score, which if you don't know what K-Score is Keller Williams School of Real Estate, which it's not approved yet in New Jersey, but it is in PA. It's free real estate. We are paying for people to go to real estate school now, okay? Which some of you are like, damn, I wish I knew that and waited, but Can't help you. That's where we're at, okay?
Oh.
There are some big changes coming to PayScore, which I'll explain later on for us. But to give you an idea, this tells me how many are currently there, okay? Oops. The other thing that you can do here, if you decided to create a smart plan and you have a lot of people you want to add to that smart plan, who's speaking?
No.
No. You can add multiple people at one time, okay? So if you wanted to, say you figured out, I don't know, you want to send a holiday greeting out for Thanksgiving. You download a smart plan for Thanksgiving in here, and you want to add all your contacts to that, and you create it easily. You just click on who you want to add as a contact, and you can pull them up by that specific tag, or you can just select all, and everyone in your contacts will get a text message from you, an email from you, wishing you a happy Thanksgiving, hope all is well, whatever you want, okay? It doesn't have to be just about a Facebook ad. It can be about whatever you want. You could say, you know, if you did daylight savings, you could have sent a text out as a reminder. Hey, it's a great time to change smoke detectors, batteries, because it's daylight savings coming up. Create a smart plan, upload all your contacts, send it out, okay? So don't think the smart plans are just for campaigns. Smart plans are automation for you. Leverage your business. You create the smart plan so you don't have to be in front of a computer all day, so that the smart plan does its work for you. Make sense? All right. Hendrik, turn back over to you.
All right. This part I prepared for you, so should run smoothly. Let's start. Let's create a campaign.
I have a real quick question.
Sure.
There. Say you set up a smart plan, say for New Year's. How does it? You set it like a date for it to take off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just.
Yeah, when you select multiple clients, it's gonna a screen's gonna pop up of how do you want this to be delivered? Do you want them all delivered on this date? Do you want them staggered?
So you can set the date when you want it to go.
Yeah, you can set out to bunches like I want A through L to be sent out on this date, L through S on this date, whatever you want. There's a couple of options there that'll pop up when you do a bulk input.
Alrighty. So to create the campaign, we'll first go to campaigns, and to get there, it is this microphone icon. Wow, this computer is so slow. Gives me these awkward few minutes to just
People to look at
stay, yeah. I got a haircut yesterday, so.
I can fix that.
Not me anymore.
All right, so you see under campaigns, it'll tell you how you're performing, how much money you spent, how far close you are to a goal you've set. On the top here, you can go to all your paid ads. You can use campaigns to send people monthly emails, because that's the next tab there. You can use campaigns to send people note cards or letters. And you can use campaigns to schedule your social media content. Like you can literally say every Wednesday or every other day, but you have to upload what you want to be posted. Those are for people who love to create a lot and plan out how they're going to distribute the content they created. So the reason why I'm saying this is just to say that campaigns is not just for, like he said, running Facebook ads, but it does a lot of different things. But what am I going to focus on today is just the paid ad portion of what it does, okay? So when you go to paid ads, it tells you here, and I think this is the beauty of what setting things up like this does, is that you can always just go back, edit it, and then run it again. So once you set it up once, you have yourself a template, just like when you add the smart plans to your library. All right, so Ron here has one active, meaning this is something that's being actively put in front of people. It's running for 10 days. This is impressions, how many people are seeing it, how many people are clicking on it. So you can see, based on how much he spent, he's spending only $32 for every click. 32 cents. That's a lot of money. 32 cents. So with it being 32 cents, it makes it more feasible. It makes it, you know, easier to continuously run different ads. And you can see that the success of his ad has produced 5 leads. Each lead cost him $1.61. I said that correctly, okay? So let's create a new one from scratch. You're gonna click the blue button at the top right-hand corner that says create a campaign. Once you're on this screen, the purpose of what we're gonna show you today is to create a social ad, and it says paid underneath. I have already found an address that I'm going to show you for this example, and it's 496 Country Club, which is one of our agents' thing. I also like to, like I said, that way when I see it, I already know what it's for, because you don't want, like, you know, you just don't want to get confused later on. What is the goal? It's to advertise the listing. Where do you want to advertise? On what platform would you like to advertise the listing? For today, it's going to be just Facebook. Then at the very bottom, click that blue button, create campaign. Okay. This is where I'll pull up the actual property that I'm going to advertise. I recorded the MLS numbers though. Make sure, you know, for this purpose, it's not my listing or Ron's. I'm under Ron's account. So you see how it pops up right here? Just simply click select and it'll pull how much it's for. It'll pull the description that you have added under that in the MLS and a picture. So step one is the text part. On the right-hand side is what the person will see on there, and it says Facebook preview, web view. That is for people who go on Facebook on their laptops or their computers, but you can also toggle it to how would this preview on someone's phone. And it's just my opinion. I think people utilize Facebook more on their phones. So I think it's very important to like toggle between the two just to make sure everything looks the way you want it to look. When you're running an ad, simplicity is what captures people's attention, and it also piques their curiosity to learn more or click. So all this information, I don't want it. You wouldn't want it either on there. So write something, be bold and be different. Write something that you think will catch someone's attention. For this example, I would put the house of your dreams is now for sale. Oh, am I not typing? One second. Oh, it just does that.
Sorry, on the, before this, and it said, where it says, what is your goal?
Advertise the listing.
Oh, thank you.
And then underneath that, it said Facebook. Mm-hmm. All right, did you put in an address? Okay. I'm just gonna write a few things about and more. Click on learn more to see what else this home will offer.
Your text is not a dissertation, just a remarks, right?
Yeah. If you can keep it even more simpler than that, sure. Go ahead. And you can see that everything what I'm typing on the left, it pops up on the right. where it says headline, you just want to call to action. You want to tell people what you want them to do. And for this one, I'll say schedule can I type though? There you go. I'm telling them to do something. I'm telling them to schedule something today. And in the description, do you notice that under description, if you're stuck on what to say, that you can use what they're suggesting or shuffle through the different look. Oh, I like that one. Schedule a private tour with me today. And then just click use suggestion.
So the screen is divided in half. On the left is where you're typing that's going to appear on the right.
Yes.
For everyone to see.
So far, you see that? My suggestion and what I think that looks like is boring. Because if I'm like scrolling through Facebook, everyone has videos, everyone's photos, everyone's saying, hey, and then comes this regular, just little post. Unless I really like what the house looks like, I'm just gonna keep on moving, right? So in my opinion, again, I would add hundreds of emojis because emojis have different colors. I feel that the weirder your emoji is, the more people are like, hey, what's that? That's a zombie? Like, so there's an emoji icon. For some reason it always pops up at the end. And you can just go crazy without going too corny. I actually think that's one too many because you notice how it broke it down to the second line. I don't like that. So I delete one. I like that. So maybe, and maybe not, because they're all gray, right? I said things about colors and I chose the icons. But maybe because it's broken down like that, someone's gonna say, oh, there's a house, it has 4 spacious bedrooms. Maybe let me click on it. Alrighty, you just wanna make sure that at the end you save your work. Because if you spend 30 minutes thinking about how to be creative and then you didn't save and then it deletes, it's just gone. Under media, notice that there's steps. It won't let you, like it's pretty easy to follow and do it on your own. The very next step is media. It already picked a picture from the MLS. It pulled an image from the MLS. If you create a different format, like through designs where you can like change it, say for sale, do that, you can add that on here. And it'll actually pull it. This one's from the MLS. When you click add images, it'll actually, you see it says designs library. Designs is this one right here, where you create what you want. It'll actually just pull it from there. So it's pretty easy once you have something set up. For the sake of time, I think that picture is beautiful and we'll just move on. You just save it again. This is where I need everyone to pay attention, please, is under Facebook settings. As account, but you want to make sure you select your Facebook page because that's where it's going to be advertised through. And it gives you 2 options down here. I don't know what the option does on the right hand. I know what it does, but I don't know why it's not the recommended one. I just know that Facebook has this way where if they click on it, it pops up a thing where it says, please put your name, your email there before you can proceed. So Facebook stops them before they can see what you have to offer. And that's how you capture that information. And that's where Ron was saying if they put a fake name and blah, 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 but I can't control that. At least Facebook is doing their job by asking them for what we need, which is their name, their email, and their phone number. Those are invaluable, right? So always, 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 and never, never, never go on the landing page, but always use this Facebook lead generation form that's recommended.
So on the Facebook, is it public or is it just on your contact?
You're creating a public ad to be advertised broadly to whoever wants it. And the beautiful thing about Facebook is that they actually have this whole algorithm where they will take this content and put it in front of the people who are interested about that. You may have 4,000 friends, but maybe 1 or 2 are really looking for a house. This one's going to advertise like everyone who really cares about that. Okay. Sometimes you may want to, you don't like learn more, a button that your people are going to click. You want to have them sign up for something, or you want them to apply now. Facebook gives you those options. But when they click on that, you have to send them somewhere. Okay. So you could create your own landing page, which a landing page is a website that you create through command, and you have control over where things are at on that web page. Like if you want to capture more information or give them or whatever, or tell them about client testimonials, landing page, I feel like will be a separate class. A website that you can utilize is your own Keller Williams website. And if you don't know how to find that, just let me know later on at the end. But mine is KendrickAndujar.kw.com. This is my Keller Williams website. So when I search up the property, why is it doing that? When I search up the property here, and I find it, notice that the URL says KendrickAndujar.kw.com. So when they come to this website, they're under my Keller Williams app. If they decide to sign up, I can capture them this way. If they have any questions or they click any of these buttons that are here. But look how beautiful is the fact that it says my name. And if they scroll down, it'll say my number and stuff like that, like ways of contacting me. So this is already done. So once you search up the address on your Keller Williams webpage, you just copy this URL, go back to your campaign, make sure you delete this before you paste it. When you receive the green check mark, it means that it registered as a valid web page. And so I want you to understand that, again, when they click learn more, Facebook is going to ask them for their information. Once they do, it'll take them to the web page that I designated. Here, the audience is the following and last step to save. And this one says Brigantine, New Jersey, and a 20-mile radius. You can decide to customize that if you want to, because the property is in Galloway. You could become a little bit more specific, but you really want Facebook to do their job because they paid billions of dollars to create an algorithm that will perform and put this contact in front of the people who want to see it or are interested in that kind of stuff. The next step here is lead settings. When you create your own custom tag, this house is in Galloway. So if I put Galloway Facebook paid ad and I create that as a custom tag, I can find it on here. And can I just type? This is, yeah, Facebook. Okay. So this one says Facebook lead. So automatically when someone clicks and puts in their information, with their contact information, they're going to have a tag that says Facebook lead. The beauty of that is that you can pull up all your Facebook leads at once in a few easy steps. Anyone with that tag, you will add them to the Facebook Smart Plan that you created. He already has some right here, so I'm just gonna click one. And remember, what's gonna happen once they are registered? They're gonna have their information, They're going to have a tag called Facebook Leads, and they're going to be added to a smart plan that's going to text them, email them, and prompt you to call them, all depending on what that specific smart plan says. The last part is, well, how much you're willing to pay. Last class I was in for Facebook lead generating, the lady suggested that no less than $5, like, yeah, you want to do from 5 up a day. So it actually tells you here, daily per channel. So before you do that, you want to say, okay, I want to advertise this house from Monday to Friday. And I want to spend at 5 times 5. Oh no, 7 times 5, I'm sorry. It says 11 days. I did do something wrong. I did 2 weeks instead of 1 week. Okay, there we go. If you want to spend $30, you just save it and you click publish campaign. Command will do its thing and review it, and then bam, that's all you did. Any questions here?
Now this is just mainly for listings, right? Like if I wanted to like post my app, like run a campaign for like to click on my app and download my app, I wouldn't do that here. This is just mainly for listings.
Great question. Remember in the beginning, when you first decide you want to create a campaign, it asks you to name the campaign and select a goal.
Okay, gotcha.
I selected advertised listing, but you can do brand awareness. You can attract buyers.
Okay, brand awareness. Okay.
Utilize to an event. Some people do like drive-in theater that's in Island. You can say, hey, any of my whatever, here, come. I'm hosting this event, right? So it's up to you.
So
Okay.
when you went down
Thank you.
You're welcome.
the budget,
Yes.
and if you said how long and how much, where does that get charged to?
Credit card you put on file.
Yep.
On Facebook, right?
No.
Credit card?
No, it's on.
Put on file.
You put it on this file. Command.
The one here.
Yeah.
No, you have to put it in here. It's gonna pop up to add a credit card payment, so you follow the prompt, add a credit card.
Yeah, like when you click this one, it's not gonna post it, okay? But okay. But it says add a new one. Well, for you it'll be different because he already has this already, but this message will pop up asking you to put something on there.
It did pop up because you already have one on. Okay.
Yes. Oh,
Also that you're able to check, can you check more than one or just one at a time?
one at a time. Because you're advertising the listings, you're not, you know what I mean? Once you have that lead, it's up to you what you want to do with it, right? You want to convert them into buyers, if you want to start asking them if they have a property to sell. Alrighty?
Holly wants you to show us how to copy and paste the web page.
Okay. So once you go into Keller Williams, your Keller Williams website, and you search for the property, the URL is at the top here. You just highlight the whole thing or hit Control A. If you have a Mac, it's Command A. Right click, copy, or you can do Control C as a shortcut, copy. Go where you want and paste it. It will, in this scenario, it will go under here. Okay. Just to recap, it may at first seem like a lot of steps, but this is saved. Now when you go back, no, I don't. Now when you go back, you can always edit it, change the address, change what you're saying, change the website. If the dollar amount you're willing to spend changes, you can change that as well. And you can, in 4 steps that I just mentioned, publish another campaign in 5 minutes.
I need you to go back to, you see where you put the address, correct?
Yeah.
But where did you put the MLS?
So you see where it says change listing?
Uh-huh.
So if I were to come back to this in a future date,
But
it says,
your picture.
yeah, because I chose the listing. You can search by property address, MLS, or the listing agent. Of these 3 options, yes.
The address you want, and then you put an MLS and then.
I decided to pull it by its MLS number because I had it written down.
Okay, that's what we're here.
Yeah, I just had it written down ahead of time, right? But you can easily just type in the address and look for it, okay? When you look for it, it will automatically under media pull the image.
Right, that's what I was wondering where you.
You didn't even have to do anything. I didn't have to do anything. It just automatically did it. You can change that image if you don't want to, and you just want to keep it really simple. This is how it does it. Yeah.
My Facebook business page isn't showing up.
You reconnected.
But it's showing up on unpaid posts.
No, yeah, they just had an up connect the ads manager.
But I'm trying to do it.
Disconnected completely. Yeah, disconnected completely.
Is that under settings? I'm sorry.
For settings,
Yeah.
you just go over and it's like manage, I think.
It's ads manager.
You can show
It's the second one.
The first one is probably, I actually disconnected both and reconnected them
Okay.
to have it come back.
So do you see, just to go back to, remember this page right here? Ron has so many of them. You can always just go back and duplicate it and then re-customize it for what the new purpose is for, okay? So just to recap, so I'll be done from this hot seat, right? You create a custom tag, you have a smart plan. What your goal is to advertise, in this case, advertise a for sale home, so that through Facebook, you generate a lead and command follows up automatically with that client. Okay.
Should you create the smart plan first?
Mm-hmm. Once you have a smart plan ready for this,
Right.
it's already done. So that's why you have to do it. You have to go back. Remember, it's at Aloha and all that Maui stuff. Once you customize it once, it's done.
Right. So now you go to your campaign and then it lists it to the smart plan.
Yep. Because at the
With that information, got.
mm-hmm. Does anyone have questions? No, anyone online? You can always text me or call me if you think of something else, but I'm gonna turn it back to Ron. Great, Ron's gonna do all that. Thank you everybody for having me.
All right, guys, we're going to 10-minute break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We'll kind of recap some of the stuff we went over and answer any questions you might still have around campaigns because I want to make sure we are good. So I'm going to put a timer up here. Music. I'll call or text her. And requesting quicker information again. That's some agents do not go away. So our night.
You need your email?
No, website. Website. Whenever. I'll go over mine to that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. That's what I said, I gotta make it all. These guys are like, yeah. That's why I slowed it down. Okay. Oh, the screen. And I know sometimes my questions help you guys somehow, you know? Because I'm like, dude, you type in here, but it's okay, which one is it? I'm sorry. I put it up in there. And so, yeah. I'm like, that's not even really funny. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, then I'm gonna go. Yeah. No one. Right. No, I started at the same day. Where'd you go?
I my.
Oh, okay.
I was there.
Oh, okay. I showed up again and I had a, like, the next week I had a buyer. I sold some in September. I went to sell. And then it's like, you know, over house and everything. So I had to learn, I had moved to trading, so I had to learn everything backwards. And Ron helped me. Okay.
Wow, I think I just closed out the Zoom. Oh, stop video. Okay. It's okay. I just.
So customize.
We'll get started here, guys, in another minute or two. All right, let's start up again. I'm going to review just a few key takeaways. All right, I'm going to show you a few other things that I do with campaigns and smart plans. And then I'm going to open up to see what questions you have about the specifics, okay? For some of you that are playing around with it, you realize you had to disconnect your Facebook account to reconnect it. There was an update that came out, hence why you had to do that. So that's fine. I'm going to go over social posts a little more. I'm going to go through social posts are free. So I want to show you how to do the social posts. I also want to show you how to create a video that's free for yourself to use on social posts. So I'm going to do that too. All right. So all of this, everything that we're talking about today is really lead gen, right? This is how we do lead generation. All right. So let me see if this works. Never done this, so. Okay. So those of you that are on Zoom, you should have the ability to write on the white screen, okay? I think, if I did this correctly. If not, it's no big deal, okay? I'm gonna be texting a few things in here so that we can answer questions as we go along. We're nowhere right now. We're just chatting, okay? So. Yep. I know a lot of you have considered paying for leads, okay? I know there's a lot of chatter about the different types of leads you can pay for, okay? Where are these third-party companies receiving the leads from? Facebook, Google. They mean MLSs. So Zillow. Correct. So Zillow, you have to pay now to put your rentals in there. Okay. So anywhere else that people are paying for leads? You pay for Craigslist, or are they free? They're free. Okay. So what do all four of these have in common?
You can do it yourself.
Well, where are they coming from? Internet.
Oh.
All of these leads are coming from the internet. Okay. Every single lead's coming from the internet right there. Okay. How much do they cost?
Nothing.
Well, these, if you get leads from Zillow or Realtor.com, how much do they cost? I heard someone say a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
At least 500.
Hayley, Hayle.
Haley.
Who is speaking? Who's saying it?
It's Donna. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm an in.
He said 32 cents.
32 cents? From us, yes.
It depends.
Yeah, it does depend. So I'm going to give you a range. Okay. So who's contacted Zillow to get on their lead distribution? How much was it to sign up?
You can pay anywhere from $100
I
to
think they said about
$2,000.
500.
Okay. Yeah, so it goes from anywhere from, someone said it, 500
To a
to 5,000, but it's actually more. Okay. The top Zillow leads pay 10,000. Okay. Now I want you to think of something here. 500 sign up, and they can pay 10,000 for the distro. That 10,000 is per month. Okay. Now that's if you're buying the biggest brand out there. Okay. But with Zillow or a realtor or anything else, you have a time frame to respond to those leads. Okay. What's the conversion rate on internet leads? 1 to 2%. So 1 to 2%. Okay. How much do you pay Realtor, Zillow.com per transaction for that lead? Because you know you're also paying a referral fee on some of these, right? So not only are you paying for the lead up front, you're then paying on the back end for some of them. I mean, we have other things like Opcity. Okay. We have Market Leader. We can go on and on. Okay. But my point is this. You have a tool that Command has for you, create leads for 32 cents. You truly do. What we fail to do, and what these other companies are fantastic at. Anyone know? Nope. Follow up. We suck at follow-up, okay? We really do. And I say that as nicely as I can, okay? Hence why we push smart plans. Smart plans are instantaneous. When someone is on their phone and they're clicking and they're going through, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this. It's instantaneous. As soon as that person clicks and say, yes, you can have my information. If I did the tag correctly, Facebook lead tag is done. Smart plan is tagged to that Facebook lead. As soon as they say yes, boom, they're getting a text message or email from me right away. Okay. That's instant follow-up. Now you have to be better with your follow-up. It's not just, well, I'll put them on a smart plan and they're going to come. No, Okay, no, not at all. If you're that person that's sitting there and it's like, all right, I'm going to do these campaigns, I'm going to get all these leads. Great, you can have 1,000 leads, but if you don't follow up correctly, guess what? You're going to have zero business. You're going to have to eventually do what? Call them. You're going to eventually have to engage with them. You're going to eventually have to talk to them about the business, okay? Internet leads are literally, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to draw this, so let's try. Oh boy. Think of a funnel. Oh, I guess I can't draw the way I want it to draw. All right, we think of a funnel. Pretty good for my first time. Okay, think of a funnel. That's where the funnel is, right? Internet leads, where are they at in the funnel? Top, they're not even in the funnel. You got to get them to the funnel. You have to get them to start funneling down, okay, into the systems of sales. You've got to engage with them to figure out what their needs are. That's any lead that you receive. Again, those other companies, they may have started that communication a little bit with them, but it's not finalized, okay? It's not finalized at all. If you are going to focus your business, and I say your business because it's completely up to you. If you're going to focus your business on internet leads, you need to invest wisely. If you are somebody who does not like making phone calls and having these conversations to get this person into the funnel, then you probably need help. Okay? Because this person is never going to be a sale if they don't make it to the funnel. Okay? There are paid services to help you with that. All right? A little pricey. However, they're worth it. So you can connect a third party called Conversion Monster to your actual Facebook account and your lead campaigns. $299 a month. Seems like a lot, okay? It's a lot cheaper than any other conversion or ISA, you know. It's really an ISA that's going through this of getting people, having touches, making phone calls, getting them on specific smart plans, and then them scheduling. Molly just does not like to be quiet there. Them scheduling you an appointment. Remember earlier on I said that we're going to be connecting Google Calendar to our command so that we have applets that can see when we're available. So what Conversion Monster does is they will connect to your account and they will schedule you appointments on your behalf, okay? They convert your leads on your behalf. If you don't want to pay the $299, don't pay the $299. You have to be huge and you with the follow-up. So if you're not following up, let me share my screen again. If you're not doing smart plans and you're not doing custom tags, I don't want you to run a campaign at all. Why?
Because it's going nowhere.
It's a waste of money. You are wasting money if you are not creating custom tags and you are not creating a smart plan. The other thing that you're doing, you're hurting me. You're giving Keller Williams a bad brand. Don't give me a bad brand. Don't make my job even harder. So I beg you, if you do not do custom tags and you do not do smart plans, don't you dare try and run campaigns because you are going to be chasing it immediately. You're chasing it. Your job is not to chase the business. Your job is to be proactive with the business, okay? So I want to show you some things that I've learned with campaigns. I'm sorry if I'm scaring you with this or I'm making you mad, but that's the truth. If you do not do custom tags and you do not do smart plans, don't do a campaign. You are throwing money out the window, okay? And you might go, oh, it's only $30. $30, you got 100, and you're like, oh, I got 120 leads. Great, how many people did you call? Well, none. How many did you contact? Oh, I contacted about a week after that I got in a lead. You lost that lead. That lead is gone, okay? It is completely gone, okay? They've moved on. They have moved on because you weren't quick enough. If you have not realized what it is to be in the age of the phone, you're going to realize real fast when you're in the career and business of real estate, because people want answers right away. Okay. So a few things in here to show you. I didn't scare anyone, did I? I think that was our little honest moment of where we're at. Okay. So in the campaign screen, again, I'm going to show you what I mean when a smart plan and tag is working. Okay. So I did a campaign yesterday. Knowing we had a class today, I created a campaign. I am the worst person sometimes with campaigns because I do trainings with people and then I forget I created a campaign. Okay. But I've learned now to set myself up for success. When I was doing this in the beginning, I was generating so many leads and I didn't realize I had the leads until I signed back in and did another campaign class because I was constantly training when this was new. Okay. I've learned from that mistake. Okay. But right now, you might be thinking, okay, so far I'm spending $50 on this campaign. If I want to stop this campaign because I don't like the results, I can, right? I can go over here and I can stop the campaign. Something's not getting me the results that I want to stop it. What happens with that money that's left over? Credit it to what? To your next campaign, okay? But it's only credited to your next campaign when? When the original campaign date is done. So if you go in and it's like, all right, so this is good for 10 days. I'm spending $50 in 10 days. I don't like the results. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to edit it. You don't want to edit it until after the 20th. So that money that you were using is credited towards the campaign itself. Okay. Big aha moment because I had a few of those that I didn't understand. All right. Right now, understand. So this is what this campaign looks like. All right. I'm going to show you what it looks like.
When you let the date expire?
I stop it and then I don't go back in and create a new one until after the 20th. So I'm recruiting agents and you can recruit agents right onto your downline, right? You don't have to just do properties. Here I am recruiting agents to Keller Williams. This is what's advertising right now. This will not, let me repeat, this will not be on your business page. Everyone's like, I created a campaign. I don't see it on my business page. Well, you shouldn't. You're creating an ad, just like a TV commercial. It's out in the universe. It's going to show up at specific times, specific dates with specific people. That's what you did. It's not on your Facebook page. Okay, so don't call me and say, I created a campaign and I can't find it on my business page. But that means it worked correctly. It shouldn't be on your business page. Okay, so this is what my ad currently looks like. Okay, it's out there. Boom, free pre-licensing course. We talk about obtaining a real estate license can be expensive, so let Keller Williams pick up the tab. Keller Williams Real Estate School has officially launched. Be your own boss and get started now. Ask me how. Okay. All I did. So far, I can see that I have had, oh, wrong way, Ronald. 395 impressions. I've had 5 leads. Okay, the leads right now are costing me $1.70. In your opinion, is that a good campaign for me? 5 leads, $1.70.
Yes, it's good.
What's my return on investment if I recruit them? Don't overthink this. If I recruit an agent and they become part of my downline, what does that mean to me?
You get a piece of every deal they make.
Not every deal they make.
You get a percent.
I get a percentage of the profit share that their market center makes. Right? When you have people come in your downline at the end of the month, on the 21st of the month, we ask Kelly, what's my profit share for the month? The more people you have in your downline, the more money you make. So I think $1.70, if 5 of them sign up with Keller Williams and I make up to their cap, I could potentially make up to, let's say each of them is $5,000. Is that worth my $1.70?
Of course.
Passive income, right? And this is passive. This, what I'm creating here is passive income. All I'm doing is trying to talk to you why Keller Williams is a great company to work for. That's all I have to do, okay? For $1.70. I think it's worth it. So far, 5 people, I'll take 5 people. If 5 people cost me $50, okay, $50. I don't care, it's $50. In the downline, hey, go recruit, and then I'll tell them, bring someone else on behind you, because this is what happens. That person comes to become my downline. If they bring someone in under them, they become part of my downline up to 7 levels. Why wouldn't I want them to come in and recruit more? Again, top agent she made $160,000 in 1 month. 1 month, 160 grand off of a downline. Now that's impressive. And all she does is recruit. She don't sell real estate anymore. Do you have to? I don't know if you have to.
Ron, I have a question.
Yes.
You said your ad is anywhere in the world. So all you have to do is get them to a Keller Williams anywhere?
Anywhere. So we're not approved for a free real estate course yet in New Jersey. So this ad is not running in New Jersey. This ad's running in Pennsylvania. Okay. It's running in Pennsylvania because guess what? PA has launched the free. So I'm going to get them into the free. Jersey, we're launching something in December. It's not free real estate. It's going to be for new agents to attend. So all of you, I think, will qualify. That's what I'm trying to figure out. At the end of December, the dean of Keller Williams is going to be giving free courses to Keller Williams agents of how to get in production. So a lot of things that we've already talked about, she's the one that's kind of streamlining everything. This class that we just did, this system launch, wasn't part of Keller. This is something, again, that I thought you all needed. But I also know now they're looking to doing something similar, not because of us, but because a lot of different market centers are doing things like this for new agents. See what do they need, okay? So yeah, I'm going to say that this ad is performing pretty well. 5 people. I can then look at those 5 leads, right? I can click right from here. I can see the leads. So let's do that.
Brian, real quick. For the total cost now, does it charge your credit card or whatever card you have on there every single time you get a lead, or does it wait till the campaign is over to charge your card the full amount? You
get charged right away.
So like it's gonna show a bunch of different transactions on your card.
Yeah, so as soon as you do the transaction, the $50 I did, I got charged the $50 up front. Okay, so it's like a credit. Like it's like the Easy Pass then, right? Then it just starts deducting from that 50 throughout the time. That's why I stated if you pause that and there's $25 left over and you create another campaign that's $50, you're only going to be charged $25 because you have those credits that are remaining.
And then if you get more leads coming, it would just still be another charge add on to it, or
Nope.
it just takes it off the credit.
So it's you don't get charged per lead. What that's showing you is how much your leads are costing you for your budget.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Because I'll show you in a minute. I think my best campaign was over 106 leads. So I'll show you that. I'll show you the different results that we have. But just let's go through this and I'll go through that specifics with you. So you can see right here, right? All these individuals saw that ad that I just showed you. They clicked on that ad for the free real estate school. Facebook populated, give me your information. Is this information accurate? Click yes to proceed. They clicked yes. Automatically, they are added to my contacts and look, their tag is K-Score, right? That's how my tag is. It's Keller Williams Real Estate School, okay? And they're on a smart plan that is K-Score. Again, I keep it as simple as I can, okay? So like Alicia here, who Alicia I'll be speaking with later today, all right? So Alicia clicked on this ad. She got an automatic text message from me, okay? I'm gonna show you in a second when it loads here. Oh my, it is slow today. So you can see lead form, lead received from, that's my ID number that I created for my campaign. You don't need to know that. Lead form score is my K-Score. She was subscribed to K-Score Smart Plan. Here's the text message that went out automatically on my behalf. Here's her response, okay? Boom, here it is. I replied to that. Here it is of what I replied to. I unsubscribed her now from the K-Score Smart Plan because I've already had a relationship with her. She does not need to continue to be on that Smart Plan, okay? And here's her response that we're gonna be meeting today, okay? So I can see all of this just based off of what I threw up on Facebook. Kind of cool, all right? Kind of that aspect that allows you to go through everything and see what you're doing, all right? One-stop shop for you, all right?
Then what if you had to unsubscribe her? Would you just go to add activity?
I would just go to Smart Plan and it would be right here and I would click unsubscribe, okay? I think with with campaigns, it doesn't even start with Smart Plans. It starts with your tags. Set up, if you're doing a Facebook lead campaign, set up a Facebook lead tag. Once you have set up a Facebook lead tag, you then select the Smart Plan you want to use and make it your own, okay? You know, use the Maui one. You're not going to say Aloha because we don't live in Hawaii. That's not going to make sense, okay? Maybe it'll get someone's attention. I don't know. Try it. Completely up to you. Make it your own. Once your Smart Plan's connected, then you go into campaigns and you do the campaign. You follow the actual steps. Trigger event, which was the first thing that comes up. You're going to say what that trigger event's going to be, how they're going to be tagged, what the follow-ups. You just follow the steps, okay? The nice thing is when you're in campaigns and you're at that step where it's asking for the custom tag and you forgot to create the custom tag, save that campaign, just save it, back out of it, create the tag, and then go back and edit that campaign, okay? So you don't have to start all over. You can do what you've already done, but you have to, that's the steps. Tags, Smart Plans, campaigns, okay? Are we good with that? So just to show you some basics of things that I have done. Come on. I do want to show you social posts. So you can see all my different leads that have come through. I've had multiple different ones that I've tried out. A lot of them I create and pause because again, it's a training that I do, so I'll use the credit later on. But there's some other ones that I've done that I've been shocked with the results that I have received. I've tested out aspects of maybe it works on specific price points. Maybe a specific price point works better than others. I've done a $1 million home and did Facebook lead, and I've gotten 60, 70 leads out of it. Out of that, did I convert anyone? Yeah, I have one person I'm still working with, but they haven't bought yet, okay? But $1 million buyer for you would be fantastic. You're almost halfway to capping if you sell that property, okay? So don't be afraid to test these out. Again, if you're not getting results, you stop them. And I stop them quite a bit. I review them, and if I don't see leads coming through, they get stopped, all right? And it could just be the time of the month. It could be the time of day that people are looking at it. It could be some of the verbiage, whatever you might have. I did have one that was disapproved. I still don't understand why it was disapproved, but they disapproved it. So it does take an overnight update for your ads to post. I have been finding out though, that seems that they do, if you get it scheduled before noon, it looks like that same day it will go live just around 10 o'clock at night. But I already had one that's been disapproved.
Did they disapprove before you pay, or did they disapprove it like after you pay and it?
After you pay.
Okay,
so then I got the credit. Yeah, it didn't do anything.
Okay.
It didn't do anything at all. Okay. So I don't know what I did. I ticked someone off somewhere, and they didn't like it, which is no big deal. Things happen. But don't be afraid to play around with this. I can tell you if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to post a Facebook campaign to do listings. I'm going to get listings. Listings are a lot harder, okay? Can I use someone else's property for a Facebook ad? Yes, you can. You can use any Keller Williams agent that gives you the authority to advertise a property. By all means, I always ask them for it in email or text just so I have it in writing that they approve it, Holly.
You know that ad that you posted and you said it's only in the Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania area, whatever. How did you?
So then there's one spot when you're creating the ad where on the one Kendrick showed Brigantine. So I changed Brigantine to King of Prussia. That's what I did. Yep, you can change it anywhere. You can put it, I could put it in Idaho if I wanted to. Okay. It's wherever you want to put it. Okay. You're allowed to advertise it anywhere. I mean, you could listen, if you really want to just work on referrals and say, listen, I'm not getting any business here. I know Florida is a hot market. Let me partner up with a Florida agent if I can market some of their properties. Go market a property. You get the buyers, refer them out back to them. Hey, I'll give you a referral fee for 30% for this buyer for this property. Okay. There's money to be made.
For that location that you put on for your campaign, can you leave it blank? So
no.
It goes, so you
have to have this location and you have to have a mile radius.
Okay. And do you think it's a good idea, like say if you were going to be doing an open house for somebody else's property, do you think it's a good idea to do a campaign prior to the open house?
Yes, but don't spend a lot of money on it. Okay. Because the only thing it's going to do is going to show up.
Like a weekend or something like that for a couple of days.
I would do it like 2 days before. Like I would have, if I'm doing an open house and I'm really trying to get a lot of people there, I want that campaign live by Thursday. Okay. But I don't make that, I don't put a lot of money into that behind it because they might see that's an open house and it's not going to work for their time frame. Plus, anytime you schedule an MLS, it goes onto all the apps anyway. So by all means, you can do it, but don't spend $50 on it. Now, if it's your own property and it's a $5.2 million home, spend as much money as you want to advertise that bad boy. Okay, get it sold, get both sides. Okay, that's the ultimate goal of it. All right. Questions with this? All right, I'm going to show you social post. Okay. Excuse me. So social posts, like Kendrick was stating, is an area for you to create social posts to be scheduled out. Okay, so I had one that was scheduled out for today for Veterans Day. All right. So it's already been published for me on my behalf. I set it up earlier in the week and it went out. Okay. In social posts, there are other posts that you can utilize within your actual Facebook business page itself. Quick posts that you don't have to really do much to. It's there for you. A lot of the time it's pushing Keller Mortgage because like we stated the other day of training, Keller Mortgage is a unique opportunity for clients working with a Keller Williams agent to be able to save money. Okay. So just FYI, a lot of them is around Keller Mortgage. So if I wanted to use this one, why should you get a mortgage refinance with Keller Mortgage? All I have to do is click on the share button and it's going to load. It's going to show me what it's going to say and I can schedule that post. Okay. I can change it if I wanted to. I could add extra verbiage in here if I wanted to. But if you're someone who's like, I'm not creative, that is not me. I'm going to use these social posts. Fantastic. Use the social post. Okay. Here it is. It's going to ask you if you want to schedule post now or schedule it immediately. I'm sorry, schedule when you want to schedule it or if you want to schedule it immediately. It's completely up to you again, what you want to do. All right. Again, I use schedule posts to actually plan out the week of what I want to post. All right. One aspect in social posts that I like are the videos that you can create. All right. The video campaign, which is right here, you can edit this to what you want in your neighborhood. So I'm under social posts and campaigns. I scroll down to video campaigns and I click the share button. I'm going to ask you for a neighborhood. Now, neighborhoods are drawn from the Nextdoor app. Okay, so you can't put in a zip code. All right. So I make a few changes here and I'm going to show you how I outsmart the system. Okay. So I know that, again, I focus a lot of time in Ventnor, Margate, and Brigantine. Okay. So I know Brigantine has a neighborhood in the system called Shore Drive. There it is. Okay. I also have been telling you, you need to know your numbers. Okay. So it pulls information from the neighborhood itself. So this is how I get around the whole zip code thing where it doesn't allow me to zip code. I can change the name from Shore Drive to Brigantine. Okay. I can then say the average home price, if I know what the average home price, which I do, is $625. Average home price sales are right now, I know this, holding steady. Average price per square foot, listen, this is different every time, okay? There's no true way to figure this out, especially in certain towns. So what I always put here is I'm safe. I can see my average square foot when I do my research through the MLS. I can figure the math out of what that square footage is. However, I use a voice of caution here, okay? And the voice of caution is, no, make sure whatever you put here, you've done your research on it. I'm just gonna say 251, and I'm gonna say it's holding steady, okay? Now that number is $251 per square foot, which right now for our training purposes, I can tell you for Brigantine is very low. So it's not 100% accurate. That's why I'm not posting this. My point is you need to know your numbers, okay? Number of homes for sale. I know there's 87 single family homes on the sale for Brigantine. At least there was yesterday, okay? Average days on market. If MLS tells you your average days on market, okay? If it's not right here, obviously it wouldn't be because it's to that neighborhood, you're gonna change it. Neighborhood zip features. You get to pick what it is you want to put here, all right? Animal advocates. There's a lot to do, daytime leisure. We live at the beach, I mean. And then, I know beach should be one of them, it's just not. It's nature, okay? Perfect, fantastic, sounds great. I can make whatever I want with it, when I want with it, okay? Agent information, if anything is wrong here, you can change it. Market center, anything wrong here, you can change it. Next. Oh, what's it asking for? So it generates the video and literally, it says 10 seconds, might be a little longer because I'm streaming, but it does take 10 seconds, okay? These videos are easy to post. Do not post them every day, okay? But this might be something you put as a task or a reminder for yourself to post once a month, okay? To put it out in the universe once a month of a market update, a video update on your specific market stand. I hear it. Someone's.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay,
I
it's
didn't
yours.
realize my volume was
That's
on.
all right. So here's what it does for you, right? It plays for you a little bit about Brigantine, okay? Or Absecon, Pleasantville, Little Egg, whatever.
And they're already pre-made for you, the videos?
Yep, you don't see, all you do is you change, look at 625, I changed that, right? I changed the square footage.
Oh, so it's just showing like flashing it.
Correct, okay? But I can tell you, not many agents are utilizing this, and I haven't seen this at any other agency to promote something like this, all right? Videos are the way of the future if you haven't figured that out. On a social platform, videos are the thing, okay? So you can play around with this, make it your own, and at the end, it's all about you. Your information here at the end so that they contact you as the market expert, okay? My head's chopped off. Again, free, right? You don't have to pay for everything. These are just different ways to get some free access to some social posts, some different things that you can do, okay?
That will be posted.
Facebook page.
And your friends get it or whoever gets it or whatever. Do they have the capability to share it as well?
Yep.
When they share it, do you get charged for that?
Nope.
And that was my question with the other one. You know how you end up paying for YouTube cents or whatever. If they share your stuff, do they?
Nope. You're not paying. So again, 32 cents is just telling you how much that ad is performing. You're not being charged 32 cents
Right.
per person. What that is saying, it costs you 32 cents for all these leads, 32 cents per lead. You're not being charged 32 cents over and over and over again. It's just the one flat fee and that's it. Okay. Questions?
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
The videos?
Yeah.
Nice to have.
Mhm.
Again, don't do them every day. Okay. Maybe if you're, maybe you're farming a couple different zip codes, then do them on different days by the zip, but you don't need to update this every day. Okay. It'll be really competitive and no one will be engaged. The point is to get people engaged. Okay. That's the point.
These are being posted on Facebook, these videos?
Yep.
Just like we post other things, just like mortgage information or earnest money information or.
Yep, right through there. It's done. Okay. Any other questions?
So that Happy Veterans Day one that you have set up, you scheduled that video to post?
Schedule that post, yes.
And then automatically.
Yeah, so I can if I wanted to say, if I know I'm having an open house Saturday, I probably created an open house flyer. Let me move this and I would just click create the social post. I would just fill in the information here that it's asking for, the text, the image, all that good stuff. And it schedules out and it'll post at that time for you on your behalf. So you think through, some of you want to use social media as a marketing. If you look over to your right, it says every day to do the following on social media, to make sure that you have 5 Facebook likes, to make sure you comment on 5 different Facebook comments, to make sure you have 5 Facebook messages, you contact with 5 different comments within those messages. If you're on Instagram, 5 Instagram direct messages. Like, you have to interact, because the more you interact, it's not just about content, you have to interact, because how Facebook works is the more interaction you have with people, the more of your content shows up on their social platform. Right? So you could have the best, that's why when people say, oh, I pay people to create things to put on my Facebook, you're wasting money. You are so wasting money for the fact that if you're you're spending money for this, if you're not interacting on the social platform, no one is seeing that content. Now, if you are interacting, fine, have someone do it. It's completely fine. But you have to interact on the platforms. Okay. That's the secret sauce. It's not the content, it's how you interact with your contacts. Okay.
With that, is that a video or just an image?
Just an image. Just an image. I've done videos with, I can post a video in here if I wanted to. I've done that for 4th of July. I've done a video of everything else. It's completely up to you.
What would be in it? Would it just be just about 4th of July, I'm just saying, or would it be about that connected to a property or something?
Nope. Just about that.
Okay.
Yep. It's just about, you don't want to make your business page all about a property.
Make it relatable. You want to be human.
You need to be human. You need to show your personal side. Again, your content and interaction. If you're interacting with people and they see, oh man, all they do is they post about an interior decorating color, the size of your refrigerator, or what's outside your house. That's how do I interact with that person? How do I, connect with them? You got to find different ways to connect. So if you haven't attended, I really like Rachel Adams Lee. She does this great things of what you should be doing on your Facebook. 5 things about you. What are the 5 things that represent who you are? And they're the 5 things that you post a week. You don't just sell real estate. One of them is real estate, right? One of them for me is my dog. The other thing that I like to do is I like to cook. Okay. The other thing that I like to do is I'd like to go out on the beach. So there's pictures of my beach. And the last thing I like to do, I ain't gonna lie, I like to drink every once in a while. And I will share a photo of a different concoction that I'm trying somewhere else. Different things that are out there. Okay. So 5 things. And if you're like, oh, I don't know those 5 things, think about those 5 things. Let's come up with 4. And that's your content. Okay, that's what you post. You can schedule them out here if you want to. You don't have to, but it's just an option for you. Saying, all right, Mondays is my social media day. I'm going to plan out all of my 5 social posts for the week, and here they are.
And you post them on your personal business page on Facebook, not your regular Facebook.
So I cheat. Everything goes to my business page, and then I share it to my personal.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
No, it's good because you want.
You get a broader audience. Okay, you get a much broader audience. And some of you might not want to do that. That's completely up to you. It's your business. But I will share it to my personal. Okay. Which helps with engagement on your business. Just FYI. Okay. So that's my secret to some of the Facebook content and everything else. Don't be afraid to try something. And don't be afraid to test this out. Okay. If you don't like it, delete it. All right. Just delete it from your Facebook page. Just delete it. All right. Social ads are free. So play around with it. Give feedback. Make things in designs. Have fun with it. Okay. Just have fun. Questions for me?
I got one.
Yeah.
On the Monster lead conversion.
Yes.
Do sign up with them? Do they take the leads that you have presently in the system?
No.
Or it's just a new ones that come in?
New ones.
All right.
Okay.
So it's a waste of money if you don't have leads coming in.
Correct. And they're doing a Black Friday sale. I'm signing up for it. I keep telling myself I'm signing up for it. It's right here. But they just released a Black Friday sale where they're not charging a startup fee, which the startup fee is $6.99. And they're giving $100 credit for running a campaign. There you go. So there's some things in here to look into. I cannot tell you. I can tell you this. When you get to go to family reunion, so we're going to family reunion in February. It'll be Kendrick's first family reunion. I don't know if anyone else is signing up for it. But family reunion, we get to pick the next best thing for Keller Williams agents. Conversion Monster was at my first family reunion. And the only reason we now have Conversion Monster is for the fact the agents voted on it. They're like, this is what we need. So this was chosen by fellow Keller Williams agents to say, this is the next platform that Command needs to help run our business. Okay.
So Conversion Monster is not Keller Williams, another company?
Conversion Monster is a third party. So they're not, they do not own it.
You can subscribe or sign up for it through Command?
Yep, right through the marketplace. So you can watch the demo. You have time to watch it.
But before you go there, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, but that's not, well, after this, nothing to do with what we're talking about today.
Ron, did you say you subscribe to this?
I have no idea what you just said.
I said, do you describe to Monster Conversion? Did you say that you bought?
It's on my to-do list by the end of the month because they dropped the startup fee. But here's the Conversion Monster. I can't do the volume.
Just under 6 million. Platform for wheelers. Provide a full type sales. Call, text, failure. Send them over. Qualify so they could be close to the deal. No, they're around 7. Minutes of registration, times in days, and times in the first 12 months. Well, technology also. Please see updates in time. And to be certain, for your division. Luxury, paid for high-end clientele. And have handpicked a team of all-trade luxury and your lead. And how to ask it. And customers. Customize it to make sure you represent your brand fully. Customize your scripting or write down your own personal scripts for the first 90 days of the and marketing agents who don't have time to worry about managing brand and want to generate more real estate. Content to fit your needs. Let's talk with attract more buyers. Thinking that it is right for you. And if one of our representatives steal a plant or business.
So I'm not a salesperson for Conversion Monster. I can just tell you what I've known, what I've heard back from other people. The people that have used it have seen great results. Again, I've said this name before, Nick Baldwin. He is one of the guys that test out, why can't I get rid of this? He is one of the guys that test out a lot of this different aspect of what you do and what you can use. He has generated 4 million in sales off of Conversion Monster in the last 2 months. So the business is out there. And real estate, you know, to make money, you got to spend some money sometimes. So if this is a part of your business plan, something to look into. If it's not, then you need to start with custom tags and do smart plans, okay? But this is just another aspect that you can utilize that it's out there. It's in the marketplace. Don't be afraid to play around with it.
Do a smart plan. What's this?
I don't know the answer. My guess is no, because they're going to do it for you. So they'll have authority to create smart plans on their behalf and follow up for you. You want
the campaign, and what comes from the campaign
goes to them. Yep. Okay. It goes to them. So they handle all that.
So all you're doing is paying them, and you're not doing anything, and they're setting up appointments for you?
They're setting up appointments, but you got to close the deal. So
well, I understand that, but I mean, so you're just paying $295 a month, and then what? Like you're waiting for them to contact you and say, "Hey, we got a lead."
Yep.
Is this something that you recommend for people like us who are just starting out, who have like, I mean, the information you're giving us this week is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I told you this face to face, but it's overwhelming. I'm sure I'm not the only one feeling overwhelmed. But is this something that you would suggest new people do? Because we are
only suggested if you have it a part of your business plan because of the cost. I don't like to tell people to spend money on things that is $300 a month. Do you have that $300 a month budgeted to cover the $300 a month? Because I'm sure there's other fees that we will pay per transaction. I'm sure they get like probably a transactional fee for every closed deal, like any other lead gen service. So if you can afford it and it's part of your plan, by all means, set up a demo, talk to them. Okay. But I cannot say, yes, I recommend doing this, because it has to be a part of your budget and your plan. Any other questions? Okay, real fast, family reunion, just so you know what it is. Tickets are on sale. When you sign in Command, it shows you that they're on sale. Play around with it, see what it is. It's when all Keller Williams agents get together with the CEO of the company. We go over what's coming out, what we're seeing in the industry. It's down in Orlando this year. So I think we're flying out on Thursday and we come back on a Monday. It's an all-day classes. It's an all-day networking. But it's right here, family reunion tickets. If it's something that you're interested in, take a look at it. A lot of information to share there. A lot of vendors you meet of what's coming to the real estate world. And there's, you meet a lot of, it's a great networking opportunity to meet other agents across the US so that you can set up referrals, face-to-face conversations, that type of thing. But look into it. I think tickets are $9.99. You do not need to go to Orlando. They have a digital version. So you can look into that option too. And it'll give you the agenda, everything that's going on